Dear children, today we will be telling a true story of an amazing friendship. This story reminds us of what God said in Genesis 2:18a. And Jehovah God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." Although in this story the main characters are not people, we will learn from it the importance of friendship. Owen and Mazzy, the true story of an amazing friendship.
This is the true story of two great friends, a baby hippopotamus named Owen and a 130-year-old giant turtle called Mazzy. The hippopotamus not always was friend of the turtle and not always was known as Owen. Let's see how it happened.
Before this young hippopotamus was known as Owen, he and his mother lived with a herd of hippos.
They swam and wallowed in the Sabaki River in Kenya, a nation of Africa. When Owen was 1 year old, heavy rain overflowed the river. The powerful current of the waters dragged Owen and his family down the river until they got to the Indian Ocean near the coast village of Malindi.
Then, suddenly on the morning of December 26, 2004, the sea was raging and the waves began to hit violently against the coast.
Then the sea was calm again. A whole day went by before someone thought of the hippos and went to see them.
When they did come, the neighbors of the village saw only one hippo in the sea, a baby hippo without his mother, helpless and unable to make his way back to the coast on his own.
Soon, hundreds of neighbors and visitors gathered to try and save the little hippo.
They quickly realized that trying to rescue him was not going to be so easy. Although he was a young hippo, he weighed 594 pounds, and his skin was very slippery.
He was so scared with the people's noise that he angrily ran away from them, escaping the ropes and breaking through the nets. After hours, they finally managed to catch him with stronger nets used to fish sharks. A brave visitor named Owen managed to knock down the hippopotamus, controlling him long enough for others to trap him with nets. When the time came to name the hippopotamus, everybody agreed to call him Owen.
The people did not know where to take Owen, so they called an animal shelter called Holler Park. Dr. Paula Kahumbu immediately offered a place in the shelter for Owen. He was too young to be returned to his habitat, and he would not know how to defend himself. Dr. Paula asked Stephen to help her get Owen to the shelter. He had a very special gift with the animals. Some said that he can talk to them. In the meantime, Sabine, among other workers, stayed in Holler Park to prepare a place for Owen. They chose an area in the park that had a pond and a mud pit, as well as large trees and brushwoods, all a hippo would need.
That area was habituated by deers, monkeys, and a giant turtle of Aldabra called Mazzy. Mazzy, which means elderly sage, was the oldest creature of the shelter. He was 130 years old.
Mazzy was not very friendly, except with Stephen, who seemed to know what he liked, as when he pet him under his chin. Other than that, Mazzy preferred to be alone. This is why everyone was surprised about what happened next.
When they arrived at the shelter, as soon as they removed the ropes, Owen jumped from the truck and went directly onto Mazzy, who was resting in a corner of shelter and snuggled behind him. At the beginning, Mazzy did not seem to be happy with the idea and moved away from him every time he approached him. But Owen did not give up.
But as the night went on, Mazzy began accepting the presence of his new companion. By dawn, the workers saw that Owen was curled up against Mazzy, and the turtle did not seem to mind. During the following days, each time Mazzy tried to get away, Owen would follow him. However, when Owen walked away from him, then Mazzy would follow.
Little by little, Mazzy became more friendlier. At the beginning, Owen did not eat the grazing they gave him. Everybody worried that he would become very weak.
Then they saw Owen eating beside Messi, as if Messi was teaching him how to eat. No one will ever know why, but the relationship between Owen and Messi helped the young hippopotamus to recover from his parting mother. A friend helps us not to feel lonely. Just like Messi, you need to learn how to be helpful to your friends. A friend is someone you can talk to face, from heart to heart. Someone with whom you can share your feelings without being afraid to be laughed at or despised.
Weeks went by and Owen and Messi were spending more time together. Shortly after, they became inseparable.
Remember, a true friendship does not just happen. It is built up little by little.
Every day they swam together,
Ate together,
drank water together, and they slept one beside the other. Remember, if you want to keep a friendship with others, you need to learn how to share what you have with them. Do not be selfish, because it is not easy being a friend with a selfish person.
Sometimes Owen was leading when they were heading to different parts of the shelter.
And at other times, it was Messi who led the way. Remember, be careful not to be the one who always wants to give the instructions to play or to do something together. Always consider your friends' suggestions because they have good ideas too.
Owen playfully licked Messi's neck, and the turtle stretched his neck for him to continue doing it. Even though both animals could have hurt each other, they were kind to one another. Trust has grown between them.
This reminds us of Proverbs 17:17a. A friend loves at all times.
Owen suffered a great loss, but thanks to the help of many people and his extraordinary courage, he began a new life. Now Owen is not alone, and Messi either. To take care of our vessel, we need to care for our behavior toward the vessels around us. We all need friends. Therefore, we need to know what a friend is and how to choose them. Although we might have friends in school and in our neighborhoods, the children from the church meetings should be our most special friends.